Welcome to the mission Trump Card. You've activated my Trump Card.
Commander, our position has been discovered. As of 2 hours ago, a large Confederate strike force arrived on Antigua Prime and established a base camp within our defensive perimeter. Arcturus Mengsk is calling a meeting.
Greetings. I know you're all concerned about the Confederate strike force. But first, we have a grave matter to discuss. It seems our data disks didn't hold weapon designs after all. Lieutenant Kerrigan will explain.
You all know that the Confederates run a program for psychically gifted humans, training them to be ghosts. Those running the program found that the Zerg are attuned to the psychic emanations of ghosts.
So the Zerg are here for you, darling? Huh. This keeps getting better and better.
Shut up. There's been a lot of secret Confederate research surrounding ghosts and the Zerg. What we stole was a small but critical piece of the puzzle. Designs for a transplanar psionic waveform emitter. The emitters broadcast the neural imprint of a ghost, but at a much greater magnitude. These things reach across worlds.
The Confederacy used these psi emitters to lure the Zerg into isolated containment areas. Your colony, Mars-Sara Commander, was one such location.
What are you saying?
I'm saying the Zerg are a secret weapon developed by the Confederacy. I'm saying you were all subjects of a Confederate weapons test. Just as they destroyed Core Hall with nuclear weapons to establish dominance a generation ago, they would use the Zerg to put an end to their other rivals. Only this time there'd be no outrage. Who could suspect the aliens were their creation? No. They'd be lauded as heroes for coming in and destroying the Zerg. It's time the Confederacy paid for its crimes. And I know just the way. Lieutenant Kerrigan is going to plant an emitter at the Confederate base camp. Commander, you will provide her with an escort. When the Zerg arrive, they'll break the blockade for us and we'll make our escape. Now, get moving.
Alright, so this video is going to be split into two parts because I've got one video that's going to be showing the main, one of the main ways of actually beating the level, and a trick to beating the level within about 30 seconds. It's pretty ridiculous and hilarious at the same time. So I'm going to show you guys both methods. So we're going to bring the psi emitter to the enemy base, and Kerrigan must survive.
I just don't think anyone deserves to have the Zerg unleashed on them.
I know you have personal feelings about this, but you can't let your past cloud your judgment. Carry out your orders, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
So right off the bat there, you want to make sure you lift everybody off, because these turrets are going to get filled up with units, and they're going to attack you. And you will die if you don't leave.
Let's move.
So you really want to get out of there. We're going to go and land our stuff right down over here. This is a fairly new thing called the Science Facility, and it creates upgrades, and it also creates the Science Vessels. Science Vessel is a very key part of beating this level. The trick strategy is very much similar to the strategy I'm going to show you in this video. We've got a guy up here pushing our base back. But that's normal, that is supposed to happen.
Base is under attack.
Let's move.
So we're going to start off by grabbing all of our guys here. We're going to group up all of our military Marines, move them over here. I'm going to start, well, we're not going to do that yet. We need to get a main base established.
I
read you, sir. What do you want?
Base is under attack.
We should be able to beat this level pretty quick, because really the greatest strategy is to use the trick. However, you can use that trick to beat the level within 30 seconds. I'm going to do a little bit more than that.
SCV good to go, sir. Transmit orders.
Standing by.
I don't want to build too many Marines yet. I want to kind of focus on getting our stuff going. There's not a whole lot of enemy opposition down here, so if you fly some raids down in here, you can usually take out some of the enemies on this ledge. And if you build a couple of bunkers here and keep them well fortified, you can actually utilize these resources. But that's only for people that are struggling and or trying to destroy all of the enemies on the map, which I am not trying to do. I don't think that is the best strategy to use in this game,
Insufficient
at least for
gas.
this particular level. Pumping out people.
Yes, sir.
Come on, SCVs. Comrade Nevsky wishes you to collect me some minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Alright, let's get a couple of these guys over here on the Vespian gas. Get me some gas. I ain't got enough.
SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir.
And a little bit more. Some more SCVs.
Lieutenant Kerrigan reporting.
Reporting for duty.
The main upgrade we're going to want here is 4 dropships, because we're going to want to put this guy into a dropship.
Orders, Captain.
That'll keep him a little bit more protected. So we're going to go ahead and build an armory.
Sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Also want to build a machine shop so we can get Goliaths as well as siege tanks.
SCV good to go, sir.
So there's a few key structures we're going to want to take out.
Commander. I read you.
Insufficient
Also going to want a
gas.
few raids.
Add-on
We'll hold off on that for the second.
Yes,
Get a
sir.
couple of these supply depots going.
Orders, Captain. I read you.
I'm going to go ahead and map this guy to a number. We'll put him on 5.
Affirmative, any.
Actually, yeah, we'll put him on 5.
Right away, sir. I read you. SCV
We're going to
good
want
go,
this
sir.
upgrade before too long.
Job finished. Reporting for duty. I read you. Job finished.
Base is under attack.
We are under attack.
Yeah,
Oh, we're all right.
I dig. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Go ahead and get a bunker up down here. Keep us protected. As far as I remember, I don't think we really get attacked from up there. It's mainly from over here. No, don't go in there.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
A few more Marines pumping out now. Just want to make sure our base is self-sustained and protecting itself. And now we can start building siege tanks, but first I want to make sure we get the siege tech ability.
Not enough minerals.
And this will allow our tanks to go into a different mode where they're completely stationary, but they do a lot more damage. So we'll get that guy in there.
Let's move.
And let's see.
Rock and
Go down here and put you guys in there.
Roger that.
Don't think there's really any more buildings we need.
Right away, sir.
We just really need to start getting this upgrade now because these take a little while. Start pumping out some Goliaths.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Not enough minerals.
My last playthrough of this level, I built a second armory and a second factory, which I may still do, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. Kind of want to save the resources so I don't have to go down here and mine this.
Research complete.
It doesn't take very much to push to the core if you do it right.
Orders. Orders, Captain.
Not enough minerals.
Not enough minerals.
You want a piece of me, boy? Commander, let's move.
Go Go ahead and get some defensive upgrades. Defensive upgrades are what you really want because a lot of these guys are mainly being used as a distraction, much like in previous levels. Well, the previous level.
Channel open.
It's a good idea to utilize distractions, because the NPCs are not that smart.
You want a piece of me, boy? Receiving headquarters. Go ahead, TACOM. Commander. Transmit orders. Channel open.
Alright, production is going smooth.
Goliath online.
Goliath online.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Go ahead, jack off.
Go ahead, TACOM. NAVCOM locked.
Base is under attack.
Oh, we're being attacked from the top. Okay.
Let's move.
Don't recall that happening.
Go, go,
But I also did have a bunker up there, so maybe it did happen, and I just didn't notice. So yeah, build a bunker up here as well. We'll want to do that. And he's cloaked. However, we can bring the science vessel over here, and that will reveal him. Down you go.
Receiving headquarters. Give me something to shoot.
Science vessel can be quite useful.
Upgrade complete.
Get job finished. Orders received.
Moving along.
Give me something to shoot. Reporting for
We'll go ahead and build a missile turret here as well, just to be able to detect them if they come through.
Go, go, go. Let's move.
Get some more guys churning out. We're mainly just building Goliaths and siege tanks. And that will really help us out.
Goliath online.
Probably want a few
Additional
raids
supply depots
as well.
required.
Yes, sir.
Up there and repair. Actually, let's not waste the resources. We don't need to. Let's do the vehicle plating.
Additional supply depots required.
We need some supply depots, once again.
Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Reporting for duty.
Get 3 more up.
Yes, sir.
Lots and lots of armor upgrades.
Additional supply depots required.
Job's finished. Job's finished.
Awesome.
Piece of me, boy. I read you.
And we'll keep this one here and build another one.
Reporting for duty.
Also use this one to build one.
Boy.
Our beacon one.
You want a
He
piece
can
of me,
still be
boy?
utilized even though he's carrying the beacon.
Goliath online. Commander, rock and roll. Comlink online. Piece of me, boy. Identify target. Job finished.
Job's finished.
Orders, Captain. Job finished.
Build me another one.
Not enough
Piece of me,
minerals.
boy. Goliath online. I read you. Orders received. Reporting for duty. Transmit orders. Destination. Commander, you want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Job finished.
We got a nice force being built here.
Transmit orders. Reporting for duty.
All right, we'll go ahead and throw up another armory.
I read you.
That'll help us get upgrades a little bit quicker, since these do take a while. We'll start grabbing a few raids. Here And we're also going to want the cloaking field, of course. I'd say that's the Wraith's most useful ability. And their only ability.
Yes, sir. Orders
You're gonna
received.
come down here and get to work. Or
Affirmative.
tell me you're stuck.
Orders received.
Okay.
Affirmative.
No.
Orders
Come on.
received.
Ugh.
Affirmative.
I have trapped another SCV. Great.
Orders received.
Well, go ahead and repair that. Might as well.
Ready to roll out. Job finished.
Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain.
Start grabbing some other upgrades. Don't need the ship weapons upgrade. We mainly just want these. Preferably the ship one,
Goliath online.
since we're going to want to make sure we can protect our dropship, which I still need to make. So we'll go ahead and plop that down.
Not enough minerals. Complete. Research complete.
I'm going to do a bit of some harassment here with some raids in a moment, once I can build a few.
Goliath online. Go ahead, TACOM. Go ahead, Commander.
Starting to run out of minerals.
Identify target. Standing by. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Comlink online.
Actually, we could probably do some harassment with these guys.
Delighted to, sir.
Channel open.
Identify
Comlink
target.
online.
Absolutely.
Channel open.
Destination ready to roll
Comlink
out.
online.
Absolutely.
See if I can spot the enemy.
Move it.
Base is
Proceed.
under attack.
We're being attacked. He's just out of reach.
Affirmative. Give me something to shoot. Orders, sir. Proceeding.
Get this guy up here.
Identify target.
Channel open.
Destination.
Confirmed.
Gotcha.
Comlink online.
Destination.
Wouldn't plop him down.
Channel open.
Orders, sir. Move it. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
Boom. Like that, buddy.
Absolutely. Move
Comlink
it.
online.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Let's get into position. Want to be able to try to get these guys in one hit. Didn't quite work out. Not quite close enough.
Proceeding.
Go at him. Ooh. Apparently I cannot attack.
Identify
Thought they could hit air units, but apparently they can't.
Identify target.
Comlink online.
Destination. Move it.
Comlink online.
Move it.
Alright, let's move everybody back.
Proceeding. Move it.
Everybody come back to
Go
base.
ahead, TACOM.
Identify target.
Upgrade complete.
Destination. Move it. Greetings, Command.
Move our science vessel into place so we can see where the hell this guy is.
Yes, sir.
Now we got him.
Destination. Absolutely. Receiving headquarters. Orders, Captain.
Let's go ahead and repair my ships, and we'll get ready to actually commence our assault.
Transmit coordinates. Identify target. Report for duty.
Probably not going to be very organized. Let's go ahead and snag a save. Just overwrite my previous save.
Commander. Rocket.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Destination.
So we're going to load this guy up in here.
Go ahead.
It doesn't necessarily need to be organized. We just need to make sure we can get everybody to the destination.
Channel open.
Everybody make your way over here.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Move
It's
it.
not that hard to get across a bridge, people. Come on.
Identify target.
Oh, it's pathfinding. It will be the death of me.
Destination. Strap yourselves in, boys.
Okay, now where is Mr. Science Vessel? We do need him.
Sir. Delighted to, sir.
Here he is.
Transmit orders.
I'm listening.
Objective
Alright, so one of the abilities that this guy has is the defense matrix, and that will give this ship a lot of armor, and that will give us enough time to rush in, but basically we need to destroy a few key features before we can do that.
Delighted to, sir.
Command channel open.
Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
Comlink online.
Moving.
Your forces are under attack.
Comlink online. Channel open.
Checked up and good to go. Commander, give me some my target. Absolutely.
So things like this are what we need to destroy. And that ship. That would be a good idea as well. It's best to destroy these with raids, but I don't have any raids, so just work with what we got. But destroying these aircraft things is probably the best idea. And now that we got rid of that one, we should be able to rush on in. Not worried about the rest of these units. Let's find our two guys here. I'm gonna bring them up. These guys are about to get slaughtered, but that's okay. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and activate the defense matrix. And this will basically give us just enough health to breach. As you can see, we got lots of health. Yeah!
Just promise me we'll never do anything like this again.
We will do whatever it takes to save humanity. Our responsibility is too great to do any less.
Victory! Ma-la-la-la-la. Alright, so in the next episode, I'm going to show you guys the 30-second method to beating this particular stage. So I'll see you then.